Hey, it's Alze Calhoun with Covenant Consultant. You know I'm executing a new content strategy over here, and I'm using these videos to document my path. Today, I'm specifically in my head about it, and I'm saying this out loud for me and also for you. There were two big things that have been kind of stuck in here today, and I'm making sure that I move through them so that I can maintain my momentum. The first is about overall messaging. How do I articulate all of the value I desire to bring to the table with only a few content pieces? As you know, I've made over 480 YouTube videos. It's something I'm not going to stop, but I want to get better at it. I want to get more leveraged about it. But what precisely am I trying to say? Said differently, how do I appropriately productize or structure this new messaging? And I'm in my head about this. Now, I help other people with this every single day. Still, I'm human. I can get stuck in the same place. And frankly, the reason why my systems are helpful to you is because I've moved through the same problem. So today is an example of the most up-to-date version of my challenges productizing a very new set of messages. Over the course of years, I've served a lot of people, and I'm really proud about that. Let me show you what I mean. Here's a list of long case studies that are available here. Here's a list of short case studies that are available here. Here's a list of text-based and some video case studies that are available here. And there are even more case studies that I'm putting out right now. I'm showing you this because all of those people and all of those stories are inside my head. I remember talking to all those people. I remember helping them move through their challenges. And it's been a real ringer of a thing for me trying to articulate what are the essential elements that they all have in common. What is common across all their experiences? What specific set of strategies are always applied? The real truth is that answer has evolved over time, and where I stand today, there are two tools that address that answer. All those faces I just showed you have two things in common. They have what we call North Star note cards and an annual planner to go along with it. Now, I'll admit, over the years, these tools were less structured, but the concepts were always present. I always asked people what their North Star was. What was the goal they were trying to accomplish? And I challenged people to be specific about that goal. Then we worked on an actual plan, a step-by-step, what should you do at level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. Where I stand today is that these two things now exist more formally. I'm really, really proud of that. And I know how important that these two elements are in an effort to get your best work done. But I also have to be honest that I haven't talked about these tools in the vast majority of my business. Again, I just said these tools were evolved into. They have been created and refined over time. But again, still being honest, I love these tools. I am very aware of the value these tools have offered my clientele. I want to talk about these tools more. But it only makes sense to talk about these tools if they resonate with you. I got to use the right words. They've got to solve problems that you will admit to. They've got to create results that you want to see. These can't be my fancy ideas. These got to be things that resonate with you. How do we frame that? I've been asking myself that question for days, weeks, months, and years. I've gotten better over time. But for some reason today, as I was sitting down to create very precise content pieces, my brain went fuzzy. I couldn't seem to land myself on things that I knew I was certain about. I've got plenty of notes in plenty of places that tell me what to say. I've already figured these things out. But for some reason, my brain and my fingers would not work together to type the right words. And I had to be very patient with myself today to allow me to move through the mental muck and gunk that was keeping me from being as sharp as I would like. There's a whiteboard over here with plenty of thoughts in it because I was scribbling away trying to get the sharpest thoughts out of my head. You know, what I think is really going on today is just a big collection of limiting beliefs. Way in the back of my mind, I want everything to be perfect. I want to know that every single content piece is going to work. I want to know that everything is going to be well received. I want to know that the entire campaign will be executed flawlessly, and I can put that perfect case study on the wall. And the fear, the worry, the concern of all of those things not being perfect is making me stop and think just a little bit longer. But I've been here before. I know that sitting and thinking any further doesn't serve me. It's time to put the ideas out, test them, get a response, and improve. The world is not going to end. My business is not going to break. It's time to move.